It was just a few years ago that I was in production. In fact, I did a ton of production. I used to grind as an agent working with buyers and sellers. See, back in 2011, I started as a realtor full time, sold 52 houses my first year. The second year, 192 houses I sold on my team. I was 113 of those 192 while running and leading everything else. It was kind of a mess. In 2013, we sold 246 homes, and that was 153 of those sales. And in 2014, when I finally got out of production because my daughter Finley was born, our team sold 411 homes, and I sold 149 of those 411. It wasn't pretty. And I'm watching now, and I'm watching our agents rush and hustle and do all these great things because our team is going to be selling 800 to 900 homes this year, and I'm a part of 0 of those transactions. See, I've been able to teach and instill some of these lessons that I had figured out early on into my team, and now I want to share that with you. See, working with buyers and working with sellers takes some real precise action. In fact, I'm confident that you may be missing a couple tools in your sheath that can help you to be massively successful. So if you're working with buyers, today I have a script for you that is going to be the key to unlocking a few more deals a year. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like scripts. In fact, my partner Robbie T and I talk all the time about why scripts are such a bad thing. Because what we do is we take a script and we expect the person to be transactionalized, and we expect them to say exactly what we're anticipating they say. And instead, the best thing to do is to always ask questions. But when I came to selling homes, I had one client, super smart, super savvy, a great investor, and he could work with anybody, and he loved working with me. And he actually showed me why my script mattered and why what I said was so sharp and precise that he couldn't not digest it. And here's the script. You shouldn't buy that. For real, the greatest script that I've ever had as a buyer agent is talking somebody out of wanting to buy a house. See, the value that I can bring as an expert is not to do what you see on HGTV, and that's walk in and say, well, here's the kitchen, and here's the dining room, and look, this is a bedroom, and this is a walk-in closet. Like, our job is not to point out the obvious as realtors. Instead, our job is to point out the stuff that they need to see and understand and digest and make sure that they are making an educated decision. The more I talked about the stuff that wasn't right, the more trust I had earned, the more referrals I got, and the more respect I had. My job was not to convince somebody why to buy a house, but instead my job was to convince somebody why not to buy a house. You see, you're ripe with opportunity right now, and you don't have to be this cheesy, slick salesperson that talks somebody into it. The greatest value that you can bring, bar none, hands down, is to tell somebody why they shouldn't buy a house. You know, in this neighborhood, homes have appreciated in the last couple of years about 3%, but the market average is about 4%. Just know and understand that if you're getting into a buy level or a split level home, that it won't appreciate as much as it will a Rambler or a 2-story. So heed a little caution. Take a look. This furnace is about 25 years old. If you're not getting a home warranty plan here, but we need to make sure that you understand that you're going to have to budget in the next few years for a nicer furnace. This kitchen layout, based on what you told me, isn't exactly right for your family. You had said you wanted an island where people could be up there and engaged, and it doesn't have that. In fact, this galley kitchen isn't what you said you wanted in the first place. Take a look at this deck. There's some deck boards that are a little bit loose. It looked as though they put the wrong kind of treated wood there, and you're going to have some massive expenses that come with that. See, our job is to point out the things that show why the house isn't right. We ask our clients in almost every single transaction a very simple question. And that is, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 me being meek and 10 me being brutally honest, how honest do you want me to be in this real estate transaction? And everybody says 8, 9, or 10. In fact, almost everybody says 10. And so because I have that conversation before I work with buyers and with sellers, and we paint that picture. We create the stage. We enhance the ambiance and make sure that we're in a situation where they expect us to be brutally honest. I then show up and I'm brutally honest. Now, do I sell all the deals like that? Like maybe like if I don't bring up those things that I just mentioned, is that house going to be a yes for them? Well, maybe, but this isn't about me. Understand that so clearly. You as a buyer agent, you as an agent in total, this is not about you. This is about what's best for the client. And if you're going to do a masterful job of representing them, you have a fiduciary responsibility to point out the bad stuff. So the best script in the book, bar none, hands down, is here are all the reasons why this place sucks. Here are all the things that are no good about this. Here's why this isn't a match. Heed warning to people and watch the benefits come your way.